gentle, evocative music begins deep in the heart of the vast, golden savanna. A magnificent lion reigned. But this was no ordinary king. He ruled not with fear, but with a quiet strength, a profound sense of fairness that all the animals understood and admired. You could see it in the way he moved, calm, confident presence, walking through a herd, not as a predator, but as a protector. The other animals didn't scatter in terror. They simply parted, acknowledging his passage with a quiet reverence. One sun-drenched afternoon, his young, inquisitive cub trotted alongside him, his small paws struggling to keep up with his father's powerful strides. Looking up with wide, curious eyes, the cub finally gathered the courage to ask a question that had been puzzling him. "Father," he chirped, "why don't you roar to command?" Other lions make the ground tremble with their voices to show they are in charge. The wise king paused, his golden mane catching the light. He looked down at his son, not with annoyance, but with a gentle, patient smile. He waited for the sun to paint the sky in hues of orange and purple, then turned his gaze to the horizon. "Because, my little one," he said, his voice a low, soothing rumble, "respect is always louder than noise." It was a lesson the cub would never forget, a truth that settled deep in his heart as he watched his father stand tall and proud under the magnificent sunrise. This wasn't just a saying. It was the way the lion lived. When a terrible drought scorched the savanna, turning the once lush grasslands to dust, water became the most precious treasure. The lion's waterhole, deep and resilient, was one of the few that remained. Instead of hoarding it, he did something extraordinary. He opened it to everyone. Elephants, gazelles, zebras, and even the smallest creatures drank some, their fears washed away by the king's compassion. From a distance, the lion watched peacefully, his presence a guarantee of safety and order. Watching this incredible act of generosity, the young cub felt a profound shift within him. He looked at his father, not just with love, but with a newfound understanding. He whispered, almost to himself, but loud enough for his father to hear, "Now I see. True power feeds others, not the ego." A small, proud smile graced the cub's face. He finally understood the difference between a ruler and a leader. This story teaches us a wonderful English phrase, to earn respect. This doesn't mean demanding it or scaring people into submission. It means gaining trust and admiration through your positive actions, your integrity, and your kindness. Just like the lion, when you show fairness and compassion, you earn something far more valuable than obedience. You earn genuine respect from those around you. And that brings us to our second key phrase, to lead by example. This is the core of the lion's philosophy. He didn't just tell others how to behave. He showed them by sharing his water during the drought. He inspired a spirit of cooperation and community throughout the savanna. Leading by example means your behavior becomes the standard that inspires others to follow, creating a positive impact far greater than any command could achieve. Years passed, the sun rose and set thousands of times over the savanna. The young cub grew, carrying his father's lessons in his heart. He became a leader himself, known not for the power of his roar, but for the depth of his wisdom and the kindness in his soul. He ruled with peace, guiding a new generation with the same quiet strength he had learned so long ago, ensuring the kingdom thrived in harmony. And so, we learn a valuable lesson about language and life. You can learn English effectively through stories like these, where the meaning goes far beyond the words. Remember the wise lion and his quiet strength, because sometimes true kings roar quietly. Thank you so much for joining us on this journey through the savannah. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more English in a fun and meaningful way, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have many more stories to share with you. See you in the next video.